Lately, we've had a lot of stories coming out of a lot of different places talking about teachers, let alone abuse coming from daycare workers. Generally, you think that these people are more compassionate, they're more caring about kids. You hear this story, it might make you think twice about trying to take your kids around daycare and who your kids are around. Just don't seem like you can really trust anybody nowadays, and maybe you should distrust people in general. But these two people, wait till y'all hear this. The details are crazy. Let's go. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm using people.com for this article. So people, if you're listening, thank you very much. A Pennsylvania couple is accused of sexually abusing children and filming the abuse. Just like we talked about the Zullox filming stuff, apparently you got a heterosexual couple here, pedophiles. Check this out. Jamie Saunders, 42 years old, and Morgan Rothenhofer, 24 years old, are both charged. Okay, so there you go. So Jamie Saunders is 42 years old. That's the dude. Morgan Rothenhofer, 24 years old. That's the redhead on the right-hand side. I'm trying to be nice. Are both charged with multiple child sexual abuse-related felonies, including one count of RAPE of a child and one count of aggravated indecent assault of a child and several counts of allowing a child to be recorded during sex, according to an online court docket. Now, according to records from WHTM, Patriot News, and Fox 43, citing charging documents, the pair allegedly abused children as young as 8 years old. That would make them a pedophile. This is a whale on water. Look at how big she is. She's so big, she's floating on water. Wide back, selfish. She thought she was cute, too. She's not. She's not cute. I know she thought she was, but she's not. Okay? Abusing children as young as 8 years old and took both photos and videos later discovered by police. Both Saunders and Hofer, it looks like Hofer actually, I'm going to call her Hofer. Saunders and Rothenhofer said that they didn't remember all the alleged incident captured on video involving an 8-year-old, saying they were drunk and under the influence of drugs at the time. Which I want to bet. It was probably some meth and some codeine. WHTM and Fox 43 reported citing the charging documents. It's not immediately clear if either has entered a plea. WHTM reported that Rothenhofer was hired to work at a daycare facility in August after undergoing a criminal background check. The daycare said that the allegations against her occurred prior to her employment, and she was fired once the allegations came out. So good for them. If you know someone who has been a victim of sexual abuse, text STRENGTH, the word strength, to crisis text line at 741-741 to be connected to a certified crisis counselor. If you suspect child abuse, the National Child Abuse Hotline, 800-4-CHILD, or 800-422-4453, or go to childhelp.org. All calls are toll-free and confidential. Hotlines available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and more than 170 languages. Therefore, there is no damn excuse. Call them. If you see something, say something. Tell on these SOBs. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. If you guys would, do me a favor and please click that thumbs up and let me know what you think about this story. That's what we got the comment section for. Let's participate together. Let's figure out what's going on here. Here we go.
A court appearance today for two people from Cumberland County accused of child pornography and sex crimes against a child. Fox 43's Marcia Keeley joins us live from Cumberland County this afternoon with what was decided in the courtroom today.
Evan, 42-year-old Jamie Souders and 24-year-old Morgan Rothenhofer of Middlesex Township showed up to court today, each faced with a slew of charges, felony charges related to the alleged rape of an 8-year-old child, acts the two are accused of filming. Our cameras captured Jamie Souders and Morgan Rothenhofer on their way back to Cumberland County Prison shortly after appearing in front of District Judge David Rogers in a North Middleton Township courtroom. Both were arrested last Thursday by state police after an investigation into child pornography, which began in June. Charging documents show state police received a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children after child pornography was uploaded to a cloud server from a device. Investigators say they linked the device's IP address to Souders' phone number and address, soon obtaining a search warrant for all the devices in the home. During the investigation, state police uncovered alleged images of child pornography. Authorities say they also found at least 8 videos showing Souders and Rothenhofer performing sexual acts on an 8-year-old boy. Both told investigators they did not remember the encounters, stating they were under the influence of alcohol and/or prescription drugs at the time. Cumberland County Chief Deputy District Attorney Julia Skinner says Rothenhofer was employed at Tender Years Child Development Center and was fired shortly after her arrest. Skinner says the charges in this case are not related to Rothenhofer's time at the daycare. Rothenhofer faces 9 felony counts, including rape of a child and aggravated indecent assault of an individual under the age of 13. Souders' 18 felony counts include 8 counts of child pornography. Souders and Rothenhofer both waived their preliminary hearings today. Rothenhofer's bail was set at $750,000. Souders' bail set at $1 million. The chief deputy district attorney here in Cumberland County did not speak on the case too much today, saying the investigation is still ongoing. Evan.
And so bail's been set. Marshall, when can we expect to see that pair back in court next?
And we have just learned that they will be returning here to the courthouse on November 25th for their formal arraignments. Live in North Middleton Township, Cumberland County, I'm Marshall Keeley, Fox 43 News.
All right, Marshall, thank you so much.
Earlier today, both defendants were in the district judge's office and they waived their right to a preliminary hearing, meaning they will be arraigned in county court on a host of charges. According to court documents, the alleged abuse happened months ago inside the Middlesex Township home of Jamie Souders. He left the courthouse today with bail set at $1 million. Souders is facing a long list of charges, including offenses dealing with child rape, child pornography, and other crimes. Police wrote in charging documents that numerous video clips collected by investigators showed Souders encouraging a young child to perform sex acts on Morgan Rothenhofer. The relation of the child to the adults was not disclosed by investigators.
You heard that? He called her Hofer too. You said when victims blame substance, we call BS. And I agree with you. That's what cowards do. They blame it on something else rather than the fact of just accepting this. Look, here's what y'all actually did. They're gonna blame it on the goose. They're going to blame it on the drugs. They're going to blame it on the alcohol. They're going to blame it on the alcohol.
Investigators. Rothenhofer also left the courtroom today with bail set for her at $750,000. She is a former daycare worker with Tender Years Child Care Center, though she was fired last week after the criminal charges were brought forward. The daycare said through a lawyer that law enforcement told them that the charges do not relate to any children who were at the daycare center, and the alleged abuse happened several months before Rothenhofer was even employed. An assistant district attorney told me only one victim at this point has been identified. The court documents say that Souders had child sex abuse material in his digital cloud that dated back to 2006. Now, I asked the district attorney earlier today about whether or not there are any other potential victims that they are looking for at this point. He told me that, again, there is only the one victim that's been identified, but this is a continuing investigation. And again, both defendants due back in court in November. In Cumberland County, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.
In closing, again, I feel like these people are just sick. This type of mentality cannot be rehabilitated. Y'all have heard me say this before. This can't be fixed. It just needs to be punished. These people need permanent life sentences in prison. Therefore, they will not have any access to children ever again. And I hope that these children can grow up and become something great. And just to be continuously abused like this, and then to even know that her mentality is that she's okay with this, knowing that she's supposed to be a very, very sensitive person when it comes to working in a daycare. I just think that these people do not have souls. And I believe that their souls are in hell waiting on their bodies to get there. I like that. We're going to have to remember that. Y'all mark that down. There's another one of my sayings. I just made that up. They don't have souls. Their souls are already in hell waiting for their bodies to get there. I want y'all to remember that AFC made that up on this video. Hashtag bookmark that. Keep those children in your prayers, okay? Thank you.